Hello again, everybody. I'm Glenn Granddaddy G. Bruno, and this is Spoken Word Sunday with Granddaddy G, episode number 44. So far, I've read 140 of my original poems. Thank you, thank you. And tonight's episode is called Under the Squirrel Tree. In my backyard, there's a tree that has the body and head and face of a squirrel growing out the side of it. And I like to sit under there and think about my poems and what I'm going to write. So this is called Under the Squirrel Tree. Spotted sparrows who know no war, joblessness, or poverty sit patiently between tree leaves, waiting for French fries to be discarded from car windows, unaware of the painful struggle between humans and their environment, until the sound of internal combustion sends them off into the distant sunlight that sits above the horizon. On top of the telephone wires and power cables, ravens look down on the asphalt and watch the sand blow across the pavement. They are all beyond this man-made world. They exist in reality. At peace with nature, content to play the role intended for them. They are one with many and blend in nicely with the sky, clouds, branches, leaves, and soil, but contrast sharply against metal and plastic. They can teach a lesson to humans. See, with humans, something is not as it should be under the squirrel tree. Yes, we must do everything we can to protect the environment. We're part of it. This next one, speaking of things not being what they should be, sometimes I watch the Sunday morning political talk shows, and I just, both sides are really worthy of a lot of criticism. This is called Collusion Confusion. Breaking news: the 2016 election was not fair. It was not fair and square. The Russians interfered, we are now aware. It's about that fact no one seems to care. The politicians all stirred up a fuss, but the ones who really colluded were us. It didn't matter which side you were on, or which TV news station you rely on, or if you lived in the middle or lived on the coast. The Russians would send you a Facebook post. Into our social media they hacked. Cybersecurity our social network lacked. They did it then and they will do it again. It's easy for them when we invite them in. They monitor us every day. Alexa's not the only one hearing what we say. We carry devices in our hands that can be accessed by far-off lands. We share their fake post from coast to coast. Our social media's security is toast. But instead of protecting our democracy, politicians practice hypocrisy. Instead of guarding against another Russian disruption, they would rather accuse each other of corruption. You know, it's not really a foreign power that would do us in. America's downfall will come from within, just like it has for so many empires throughout history. So we got to be careful. We got to straighten it out. Let's work together. This next one, I want to get back to my poems about nature. There's a place in San Pedro, California called Point Furman. And up at the top of a hill, there's Fort MacArthur, which used to be an army base. And South Korea donated a large bronze bell called the Friendship Bell. And it overlooks the Pacific Ocean and the beautiful cliffs. Really nice if you're ever in Southern California, nice place to check it out. I wrote this while I was there. It's called The One-Footed Bird. I sat outside the Korean Friendship Bell. I saw the one-footed bird. The world was being recreated. The wind blew so strongly, the one-footed bird could hardly keep itself on the ground. True story. I want to end with a prayer. This is an Indian prayer, and this is from the Red Cloud Indian School in Pine Ridge, South Dakota. I don't know if many people know this, but Robin was a Native American. She was from Blackfeet in Montana, Silver Bowl, Montana. And she used to carry this around for years and years. I found it and thought I would read it. It's beautiful. An Indian prayer. O Great Spirit, whose voice I hear in the winds, and whose breath gives life to all the world, hear me. I am small and weak. I need your strength and wisdom. Let me walk in beauty and make my eyes behold the red and purple sunset. Make my hands respect the things you have made, and my ears sharp to hear your voice. Make me wise so that I may understand the things you have taught our people. Let me learn the lessons you have hidden in every leaf and rock. I seek strength, not to be greater than my brother, but to fight my greatest enemy, myself. Make me always ready to come to you with clean hands and straight eyes. So when life fades as the fading sunset, my spirit may come to you without shame. May the Great Spirit bless you, and I'll see you next Sunday on Spoken Word Sunday with Granddaddy G. Have a wonderful week.